When you create a prompt in Gemini, you give it certain parameters, like I'm a third grade teacher, or I want my students to learn how to do X. You give it parameters and you type this in when you create a prompt. In Gems, you create a prompt that is something that can be reused over and over again. So for instance, one of the gems I created was something that would send emails if I was a technician. I created a gem that helped me write AUPs. When I look at this AUP gem, for example, let's look at Edit. You can see that I named it AUP Writer and I gave it a description and then I gave it instructions. You're an expert in AUP writing for K-12 schools in Texas. And then I gave it all kinds of information about the schools, that they were going to compare policies with other schools, a lot of information in here. And I also gave it resources like I linked it to the school website. I linked it to the state TEKs is what they call them down there. And I put all of that stuff into my gem. Here's where I added those things, and then I saved it. So now, when I open that gem, I can ask it a question. I can say, I need a section of the AUP on AI. Please write a 1-paragraph addition to the current AUP. And it knows all of that information. And it's going to go ahead and write me a paragraph based on everything I told it in the gem that I created. So it'll probably take a second here, but there we go. So it's giving me my 1 paragraph. If I went to the technician gem, and let's let it load here. If I went to my gem that was a technician email and I looked at the edit piece of it, it says that I want to use this to create easily understood, succinct emails. You're a highly skilled technician in Philadelphia Public Schools. Your job is to keep all computers, networks, etc. up and running. You often need to word emails in a way that's easily understood by teachers, administrators, students, and parents. So I wrote the whole gem. And now I'm going to go to the gem. And I'm going to say, have a parent write an email to a parent whose child brought in a broken screen today. I don't have to write all that stuff over and over again because I've already created the gem. So a gem is a reusable version of a prompt. You can go back in and make changes to it. This is going to go ahead and write an email for me. It's going to ask me questions if it needs to ask. What's the student's name? What type of device? It gives me a draft template, and so on. So gems are very useful when it comes to something that you know that you're going to do a lot of. Like, for instance, answer parent emails. So you create one by clicking on New Gem. You've got some prompts there if you want to build it, or an app workflow. I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Let's see here. Let's go back to gems. Here we go. I did. I need to go down here and click on New Gem. And it'll ask me to name it, to describe it, and then I need to give it instructions. I can add files to my gem for reference. I can add like chapters in my book. I can add my pacing guides. I can add whatever I want to ask. Maybe I want to create a gem to be a, do nows at the beginning of class for me so that every day I can just pop up a topic in and it'll give me something engaging in exactly the way that I asked for it to be.